Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about a feeling that almost all of us know very well. It's that feeling when you just don't want to do anything. We call this feeling laziness. It's when you know you should be doing something important, but you just can't make yourself start. Have you ever woken up in the morning, even after sleeping for a long time, and still felt super tired? Like it's too hard to even get out of bed. Or maybe you have something important to do, like homework or a job task, but you just sit there, looking at your phone for hours. You scroll through social media, watch short videos, or just look at nothing in particular. Time passes very quickly, and suddenly, half the day is gone. The important things you needed to do are still waiting. And you feel tired, even though you haven't done any hard work. This strange tiredness, this feeling of not wanting to move, can make even small jobs feel very, very difficult. If this sounds like you, please know that many people feel this way. You are not alone. This feeling of doing nothing, of always waiting to start, can make us feel bad about ourselves, like we are not good enough. Let's think about some common situations where this laziness shows up. I'm sure you will know some of these. Imagine you have a big school project or a work report due soon. You know it's important for your future. But when you sit down to start, your mind just goes blank. You open your computer, ready to work, but then you find yourself clicking on other things. Maybe you start reading news about something else, or watching a movie. Many hours go by very quickly. You look at the clock, and you feel worried because you have wasted so much time. And now, starting the work feels even harder than before because there is less time left. This is a common way laziness keeps us from doing what we need to do. Or think about your personal goals. Maybe you told yourself you would learn a new language, or start exercising, or learn to play a musical instrument. You bought books, signed up for classes, or got new sports clothes. But day after day, the guitar just sits there. The language app on your phone stays closed. Your running shoes are still by the door. Each morning, when you think about exercising, you just want to stay in your warm bed. You hit the snooze button on your alarm again and again. Soon, the morning is over, and you didn't do what you planned. This happens not because you don't want to achieve these things. It's because the work needed now feels too hard, and the good feeling of finishing the goal is too far away in the future. The comfortable feeling of doing nothing now is stronger than the joy of finishing something later. This habit of always waiting and doing nothing can slowly hurt our lives. It stops us from reaching our goals and dreams. It can make us miss good chances in life. It can make us do badly at school or work. And it can make us feel guilty, sad, and like we don't like ourselves. The more we wait to do things, the more guilty we feel. And the more guilty we feel, the less we want to do anything. It's a bad circle that keeps us stuck. So, why do we feel this way? Why does this strong feeling of laziness sometimes take over us and stop us from doing anything? Let's look at some of the reasons. One big reason is something in our brain called dopamine. Dopamine is like a happy chemical. Our brains love to get quick bursts of dopamine. When you look at social media on your phone, or watch a funny short video, or eat a sweet snack, your brain gets dopamine very quickly. And it feels good. This teaches your brain to want more of these easy, quick rewards. But hard work, like studying, exercising, or working on a big project, doesn't give you that happy feeling right away. The good feeling comes much later, after you have worked hard for a long time. Because our brains like things that are quick and easy, they often choose the easy, quick happy feeling instead of the big, happy feeling that comes from finishing hard work later. This makes it very hard to start difficult tasks, because our brain wants to do the easy things that give quick happiness. Another reason for feeling lazy is not knowing exactly what to do. Sometimes, we feel overwhelmed and lazy not because the job is impossible, but because we don't have a clear plan. We don't know where to start. Imagine you have a very big puzzle, but you have no picture to show what it should look like, and no instructions. It would feel impossible, right? Our brains feel the same way about unclear jobs. If a goal is too big and unclear, get fit, be successful, learn English, or if you don't know the very first step, your brain can just stop. It feels easier to just sit and do nothing than to try and figure out a huge problem. This lack of a clear plan, or even a clear end goal, can make us feel too much pressure. And when we feel too much pressure, we often just do nothing. And feeling too much pressure is a big reason for laziness. When we have too many things to do, or a task that feels extremely difficult, our brain can sound an alarm. It's like a warning signal. To protect us from this feeling of having too much to do, our brain often chooses the easiest way out, not doing it. It tells us, this is too much. You can't do it. But this way of avoiding things only makes us wait longer and feel worse about ourselves later. The thought of starting a huge task feels so uncomfortable that doing nothing becomes the only comfortable choice, even though we know it's not good for us. But here is the very good news, my friend. Laziness is not who you are. It's not a permanent part of you. It's a habit, a way your body and mind react, and you can change it. Understanding why you feel lazy is the very first and most important step to taking back control and finding your energy again. You have the power inside you to break this habit and start moving forward. Let's talk about simple things you can do to stop feeling lazy and start doing the things that are truly important to you. These are not magic tricks, but simple steps that, if you do them often, will bring big changes. The first and most important thing is to start very, very small, and take tiny actions. When a job feels too big, your brain gets scared and wants to be lazy. So, the trick is to make the job so small, so easy, that your brain cannot say no. Instead of thinking, I need to clean my whole messy room, tell yourself, I will pick up just one thing from the floor. Instead of, I need to write this entire school paper, say, I will just open the computer file and type one sentence. Or even simpler, I will sit at my desk for 5 minutes. The main goal here is not to finish the whole job. The main goal is just to start. Taking this tiny action needs very little effort, so your brain doesn't see it as a scary thing. And here's the magic, once you take that first tiny step, you get a little bit of energy. You get a small happy feeling inside for starting. This often makes the next small step, and the next one, much easier. Don't try to be perfect, just try to start. Even a tiny little step is better than doing nothing, and it often leads to bigger actions without you even trying hard. Second, make simple daily routines. Our brains like routines because they don't need a lot of thinking or strong willpower. Think about brushing your teeth in the morning. You usually don't stop and think if you feel like brushing your teeth, right? It's just something you do every day, a habit. You can use this idea to stop being lazy. If you want to exercise, don't just wait until you feel like it. Instead, make a routine. Every morning at 7 a.m., I will put on my running shoes, no matter how I feel. Make it something you must do. If you want to learn English, make a routine. Every evening after dinner, I will sit at my desk for 20 minutes and learn new words. The routine stops you from having to decide every time, which is where laziness often wins. Start with one very small routine, make it easy to do, and do it every day. Over time, these small daily routines become strong habits that push laziness away. Third, and this is where true change happens, build discipline. Don't just wait for motivation. Motivation is like the weather, it changes often. You cannot depend on always feeling like doing something. Discipline, on the other hand, is about doing what you need to do, even when you don't want to. Think of it like building a muscle. The more you choose to do a task even when you don't feel like it, the stronger your discipline muscle becomes. This might sound hard, but remember the first step, start small. When you decide to do that tiny action, even when you really don't want to, you are building discipline. It's about doing what you said you would do, even on days when it feels impossible. Every time you choose to do instead of not do, you are telling yourself that you are strong, you can do it, and you are in charge of your actions. Another good tip is to remove things that distract you as much as possible. If your phone is the biggest reason you waste time, put it in another room when you need to work. Use apps that can block social media for some time. Make a special place for your work that makes it easy to focus and hard to get distracted. Make your surroundings help you, not stop you. If you have too many choices and feel confused, make a very short to-do list with only 1 to 3 important things. This clear list helps your brain focus and makes you feel less overwhelmed. And last, but very important, remember to be kind to yourself. If you have a day where laziness wins, and you don't do what you planned, don't get angry with yourself. Feeling guilty only makes you feel more lazy. Just accept what happened, learn from it, and gently, right away, try again the next chance you get. Don't wait until tomorrow, start again right now. Life is not always a straight line, it has good days and bad days. The important thing is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. My friend, the feeling of laziness is not a permanent part of you, it's a challenge you can beat. By understanding why it happens and by taking small, steady steps, you can break free from its hold. It's about building energy, making good daily habits, and making your inner discipline strong. You have amazing power inside you, and you deserve to live a life where you are actively chasing your dreams, living on purpose, and feeling the great joy that comes from working hard and achieving things. Believe in yourself, take that very first tiny step today, and watch how your energy, your motivation, and your whole life start to change for the better. If this talk helped you, if it gave you even a small spark of motivation, please consider subscribing to our channel. Join our community as we learn more about English, getting better at life, and becoming our best selves. Please hit that like button too. It really helps this message reach more people who might be feeling lazy. And I would really love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What is the biggest problem you have with laziness? And what one tiny step will you try today to start making a change? Let's share our ideas, help each other, and grow together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.